Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an office clean with me. I don't know what possessed me to turn on the camera, but I did, and I just thought that I would bring you guys along with me as I semi-deep clean my home office, which is also kind of like a woman cave. I just really love it in here. Before we dive fully into the video, I do want to share with you guys the products that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this Sprayaway glass cleaner. At first glance, I'm sure you noticed a lot of glass in that room, and so I'm just going to be using this because it is tried and true. I'm also going to be using multiple microfiber towels, and I really like these. They're eco-friendly. I can wash them. I don't have to worry about a bunch of paper towels. I do have a glass one too, but it was dirty, so a microfiber towel specifically for glass, but it was dirty, so I'm just going to use a regular one. I'm also going to be using my Toke Mop, I think that's how you pronounce it, stick vacuum cleaner from Amazon. I love this. It's all beat up and banged up, as you can see, because we use it daily. And then I'm also going to use my Bona mop to do some mopping in the office. Typically, we will do like steam mopping our floor. We've enjoyed doing that, but I normally just kind of let my husband handle that, and I just use the Bona mop in the interim. Also, recently I picked up this new, it's really like a room spray rather than a linen spray, but I kind of just use it for the same for linen and for the room, but I love it. It smells so good. I will have all of these products linked down below. Starting out, I like to remove things from rooms that don't necessarily belong in there, specifically like dishes or some trash that is left on different surfaces and just things that don't really belong. My niece is here for the summer, and this is her favorite room, which is also my favorite room. So there was just a lot of stuff in here that didn't necessarily belong in here and that she had left in here. And that's honestly the reason that I'm even deep cleaning this room to begin with, because she loves it in here. And so I've just been trying to keep up with it and cleaning it, you know, like weekly or something like that. But the first thing that I'm doing is I'm organizing some home documents. We have this binder that's overflowing, but even though it's not like super cute, it's super functional, and it has a lot of our important documents in there. None that are like super important. I just feel like a lot of those are just housed electronically for whatever reason. That just makes the most sense. But a lot of like random documents that we got when we were building our house or moving into the house and like different stuff like that. So it's very important for me to be able to have that and reference it for sure. And I like to keep all of our documents nice and organized. You just saw me moving around my little caddy. It's actually like a rolling cart that I got from Michael's, and I use that to house all of my stationery products like my planner supplies and my scrapbooking stuff, because that's just what I enjoy doing. I don't actually do a lot of it like to the degree in which I used to. Nowadays, I don't really feel like I have the time to do that, but I just love having the cart in here and being able to, you know, dig inside of it or reference it if I need it. I am now moving on to wiping down these shelves that I got from IKEA. I am doing a full office tour, and that will be coming soon, and I'll share with you guys the completed look. I'm almost finished. I just have like a couple more things to purchase, and honestly, one of the things that I am still working on is styling these shelves, because really I could just have one in here, but I really like the look of having two of them in here. But styling two of these shelves is actually way more difficult than I ever anticipated. I don't want to fill up the whole entire shelf or the shelves with like decorative vases or really decorative pieces, but I also want to incorporate some books too, not a whole bunch of books, but like a number of books. So I'm just working on styling this. Really just if I see a piece at like TJ Maxx or HomeGoods or something like that, I'll go ahead and purchase it and then try it out on the shelf to see if I like it. Otherwise, I move it around to different areas. But it really is a cool place because I can always, it's kind of like I can shop my home. So I can always come here and find a new piece if I want to kind of switch up a different area. So it's kind of serves a dual purpose, because it really is decorative, but it's also quite functional in that it kind of is like storage, if that makes any sense. But I'm wiping this down for, I'm sure, the first time in the year and a half or so that I've had it, and I'm just really getting in there and deep cleaning not only the tops of the shelves because they are glass, but also the bottoms as well. I am now moving on to wiping down my desk. My desk is glass, and this was actually the first piece before I started bringing in some of the other elements of glass. But I do have another desk that I've been thinking about, or I've thought about putting in here, that isn't glass, and that would add a little more interest. But when I film my top down videos and I'm doing like planning or just showing you guys how I, use my planner or my budget planner or whatever, I find that it makes the most sense for me to just have that white desk for my backdrop. But so I could kind of move around some things if I really wanted to, but for the most part, I just kind of keep with the glass. I don't wipe it down super regularly. A lot of people always ask me about my mirrored furniture or my glass furniture. And yes, it gets dirty. Yes, it gets dusty. Yes, it gets fingerprints on it just like any other pieces, like they're not exempt, of course, but I still don't just come and wipe them down just because they have a fingerprint or whatever. Like they get wiped down when everything else gets wiped down. Whenever I'm cleaning, that's when the desk or, some of the other glass pieces get wiped down. But I am removing everything, wiping down everything that I'm removing, and then eventually I put everything back. Now I'm moving on to wiping down my side table or my end table, and I really like this piece because I like how the top is, like a regular glass, and then the bottom, I love anything with a second tier. I just feel like you get a bang for your buck that way, and plus you can use the top really functionally, but then you can also use the second tier or the third tier decoratively. So I love any piece like that, as you can tell. But I like this piece specifically because I like the mirrored look. I just feel like that adds a lot of interest. These books are actually decorative and functional because my husband and I actually are slowly but steadily, is that a word? Slowly but steady reading these books, but also they just look really chic and really minimal whenever you take off the covers. So anyway, the books were purchased to be decorative and also functional, and as you can see, they just look really, really good whenever you take off the covers. I am going to save those in case I want to put them back on in the future. Actually, I might store them in that box, one of those boxes. But anyway, I'm moving on to wiping off my coffee table, and I'm doing the top tier and the bottom tier, and it's not like the side table where there's the second tier is glass. This one is also just similar to the top tier, but I'm wiping this down, removing everything, wiping it down, and then I'm going to put everything back. Now I am getting a stain out of this sofa. I noticed that there was like some kind of dried up sauce, maybe ranch, that my niece spilled or something. So I first went in with my microfiber towel and some hot water to see if I can lift the stain that way, and that was super effective. So I did not have to bring out any other kind of cleaning products or whatever. And my advice when you're trying to clean anything is see if you can get it out with like a hot water, just hot water, before you add any type of solution. And of course, if you are going to add a solution, do test it out on an area that can't be easily seen, perhaps, to make sure that it's not going to damage, the product, whether it's a rug or a pillow or a sofa or whatever. Now moving on to cleaning the window sill, window pane, whatever it is that you want to call it. I just noticed there was a lot of debris. A lot of it actually landed there after I wiped off the desk. Like for whatever reason, because I was wiping it like a crazy person, a lot of the debris and crumbs and stuff just flew over there. So I went ahead and cleaned that. The only thing that I really didn't clean in this video is the ceiling light. which is literally like a boob light. So I can't wait to get a new light fixture in here. I'm thinking like a chandelier. I don't know if I want to do gold or like a chrome. That could be cute, or black. So I haven't even moved on to lighting just yet, but I thought that that would really make this room appear a little more grand. But I did not do that, nor did I do the blinds. I just cleaned off my French doors. Mainly they have a lot of smudges and dirt and stuff because we do have a new dog who just is always putting her nose up against things and whatnot. So I went ahead and super sped through cleaning the fronts and the backs of the doors, and now I am watering my peace lily. She does need a little love. I need to kind of trim her up and get rid of those little like burnt spots or what have you, and she's thriving over here in the corner. She's been over here getting minimal sunlight for like a good year probably, and she just loves it. She's eating it up, and I just really like her being over there. So I went ahead and watered her, and now I am vacuuming, and then I will move on to speed vacuuming, and then I will move on to mopping. Now this is a smaller area rug, if you even want to call it that, just a smaller rug, although I do have, you know, some larger rugs. But if the product or the furniture piece that's on the carpet is just far too heavy and I can't really, you know, easily maneuver it, I do go ahead and still try to go around the corners and kind of lift the rug back just to get as much as I can get, because I can promise you that area or those areas, all of those areas surrounding, you know, the perimeter of the rug, they are going to have some crumbs and some debris. So go ahead and lift those up and get that all cleaned up. Finally, I am taking out the trash, and then I will put everything back, such as the chair and the ottoman, and then I'm going to spray my room spray. It smells so good. My candle is down to the gristle, as is my complete stash of candles from Candle Day. I'm really down to literally just some fall scents and some Christmas scents. So I'm choosing not to burn a candle, even though it really like elevates the vibe in here, but I'm choosing not to because I don't have that many candles. But these are the final shots of this room. Again, stay tuned for an office tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.